shooting shit. Having lots of computer problems, so there's certain things that aren't going to work because I've got pictures on the backup drive and I can't use them because the backup drive decided that it no longer wants to connect to the USB for any length of time, and I keep getting these beeps. So yeah, and the graphics card's decided it only wants to see one monitor, so lots of weird fucking problems. I'll have to sort them out later on. Hopefully, it's not the graphics card and it's just like a driver thing. Because it's the graphics card I can't get a new one. So, at least without spending like a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've done the show lots of times with one monitor, so it just means I can't look up as much stuff. Right. Yeah, so if you want to give us one of your articles, because we'll start there, we're already running.
Yeah.
Late, so
Let me get it. Oh, well, first I wanted to maybe give my review on Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah,
I played it and I beat the main part of the game, but there's stuff to do after. Like,
you're like really quick at playing games.
It's not a big game actually.
Well, I don't know. You got through Cyberpunk, although I have left it sort of, but
yeah, I haven't done extra stuff. Like, there's some stuff that
yeah, I mess and
I haven't played again as another person.
I guess I mess about too much doing other things, like reading up about how the things work and stuff. Like I'll watch loads of YouTube videos about how to get a fucking GPU for a not ridiculous price and stuff. But yeah, and I just forget about games and I just sit there and watch shit on YouTube that I find interesting. That's what I've been doing. I used to spend hours like playing games and shit, but now I just spend hours like looking up stuff.
That's funny.
I don't know why. It just games, they're all the same to me now. Like, I'll play them for a bit and then I get fucking bored. I'm like, I've done this years ago. It's just like the same shit, just with better graphics or something. I just get bored.
Well,
although saying that, I did get that new lightsaber, and I've been looking up how to actually program stuff into it and different sound files and stuff. So I have spent.
That's cool.
I have spent time trying to research how that works.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can make it do like any like effects and styles and stuff. And it does like flickerings, it does your lightning bolt thing, it does like your blaster deflects, and you can tweak it all to whatever colours you want. So like infinity like customization stuff, and you can like, if you know the code and how to do it, you can basically make it do whatever the hell you want. So it's interesting, I guess. This is more interesting than playing the game because you're actually learning how to do stuff. I don't know, but it's all code, so it's kind of complicated as well. And I don't want to mess the thing up because you have to flash the chip, and you really want to know what you're doing before you do that because you need to know how to fix it if it breaks. So anyway, yeah. So what about Pokemon Take Pictures? Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah.
Pokemon Snap. That's it. Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
Pokemon Take Pictures.
It's been a really long time since I played the other one, and I never really beat the first one or anything because like a friend had it at their house, and so you just go over and you play a little bit. So it's not like I never beat the first one or anything. I just played on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it does seem it does have a lot of similarities from what I remember.
Yeah.
And but you basically you just go to different locations and you take pictures of Pokemon. You try to get them to do different things based on some of the tools that you're given in the game.
Yeah.
Like you can throw these apple fruit things, and if you throw them next to the Pokemon will eat them, but you also can throw them at the Pokemon and hit the Pokemon with them.
Right.
And one of the ones that I hit with it was this little mushroom, and it fell over, and I was like, I think I killed it. Because
So
it fell over and it stayed there.
right. So can you kill them then? Because that would be fun.
No, I don't think it really killed them, but it did fall over and just stay there.
Mm.
What is fun is like the Pokemon will the definitely has the circle of life going in it, because you see like one of the fish one of the fish Pokemon got snatched out of the water by one of the bird Pokemon
Yeah.
that I took a picture of. Let me see if I can find the picture. Like, I wonder if I can. I guess I didn't properly prepare, but
That's fine. Actually, as you can see, neither did I, because everything's broken.
yeah. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Oh, here's the one that like fell over that I killed. Let me get it. Okay, so I'm gonna post that one first, and you're gonna look. You'll see that one. Okay. Okay, there's that one. I just posted it.
Yeah.
And you can see the apple fruit laying next to it. And I got like they have different star ratings. They have 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and 4 star. And then
Yeah.
you can get like bronze, silver, gold, or crystal. And I got the top crystal star for hitting that Pokemon with an apple.
So is this the? Oh, that's the big apple that you hit. Okay, I see it. Right.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the picture of the bird carrying the fish off. I found it.
Did you get extra points for capturing stuff like that?
Yeah. Like it rewards you pretty good.
Oh yeah, it just flew down. And the squirtles, the wee squirtles are on the side there.
Yeah. Also, one of this like shark Pokemon like was chasing around to like I guess eat one of the Squirtles. It didn't like show it eating it or anything, but it was chasing the Squirtle around in the water like it was hunting it.
Oh,
So they
very cool.
definitely have like circle of life in the Pokemon game for Pokemon Snap, which I thought was great.
I mean, yeah, because I mean that's extra like programming and stuff. When it be like,
Yeah, so there's like special pictures and stuff that you can take. You want to like try to get the Pokemon like in the shot and get a pretty decent close up, but not like stupid close, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But those tend to score higher.
yeah,
There's a picture I took. It's on I didn't put it on Twitter, but it's on my like my Switch, and I took it and it shows like a bunch of the Pokemon on the beach, and I really like it. It's just low score because it's not focused in on one Pokemon or something. And it gives you more points for having Pokemon in the background.
yeah,
Like having those Squirtles in the background would gave me a little bit more points and stuff for that.
yeah.
It's just that like being back and taking like a full shot of the area or something, it doesn't really give you good points for that. But I liked the photo, so I kept it. Like I thought
Fair
it
enough.
was just a pretty photo. So you can like keep photos and stuff. So I really like that about the game. Like, and you can level up in the different stages.
Mm-hmm.
I like that because like leveling up will unlock more Pokemon available to you. So there might be like a new Pokemon that you didn't see that'll appear when you like go from level 1 to level 2. So when you get to level 2, it'll be like, oh, this Pokemon appears now for you to take pictures of. Or like as you go about, like the Pokemon will be like they'll do different things for you to take pictures of and everything.
Right. So
So that was really nice.
so pretty much like a safari park, but more like
Yeah, but
wilder because they're eating each other and stuff. So
um yeah, so I found the game like really fun. The only thing that I think that I kind of wish it was bigger. If that makes sense. Like I wish there was more areas. I want more areas.
well,
Okay?
it's Pokemon, so they'll probably bring out like red and blue
If the,
and yellow and silver and grey and whatever
no, that
fun
does
colours.
Pokemon Snap isn't like that.
Well, maybe they'll
Pokemon
do.
Snap isn't like that.
Well,
But
maybe DLCs.
maybe yeah, if they gave me a DLC to like for different spots, I would get that. I would love that. As I do wish it was a little bit bigger because it seems kind of small. But like I don't know if it's because I'm an adult and I'm just like beat the game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely feel like it's perfect for kids. Like it just is.
Oh, well,
but I feel like adults can just relax and enjoy the game because it's just a relaxing game, you know, and enjoy seeing the Pokemon and enjoy seeing the sceneries. Like, because I think they did a pretty good job, except for like some area the grass looks weird. Like I feel like they could have done a better job with the grass as far as the graphics go. But otherwise, everything else looks really nice, especially the water. The water looks great. You can see the water in some of that.
So
and one of the
what you're saying is it's not really a game for all the people that like the Dark Souls and like they like getting punished. It's like, no, you just sit here and you take photos when you're pissed and you take photos of the animals on it.
Yeah, it's just for fun and relaxing, I would say. Like if you're wanting a challenge, and unless you're like 8 years old, you're not going to get the challenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, why would you expect a game that's made to take photos of stuff to be a challenge? So.
That's true. Like I didn't expect that. I expected a relaxing game, and that is what I got, and so did not disappoint at all. I really like, like I said, a lot of the graphics I really enjoyed, except for like the grass is a little weird in some places.
Yeah.
And so like what I'm gonna do.
I don't like Dark Souls. I find the combat really slow and punishing, and it's just fucking annoying. So I just want to get in there and hit stuff with a big weapon and go whack whack. Yeah. And shoot stuff with guns. So like Shadow Warrior, that fucking game, yes, because you can switch to melee weapons. You got like dual katanas and dual machine guns, and you can just go choppy choppy motherfucker, and you just chop them up to bits. It's great, and it's nice and fast. You just run up to them and chop 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 chop, and that's the type of fun game that I like. You jump in, kill shit. And that's it. That's the whole point. Just jump in and kill shit.
That's what Cyberpunk does with your gun.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it kind
of does. Like you get an area, you go in there, you kill everything. Yeah,
if you
like sometimes they're like, "Hey, do you wanna sneak?" And then like I was trying. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be sneaky," but then I was like. I get seen or something, and then I just kill everybody.
Yeah, but it depends on what guns you use as well in Cyberpunk. Like, you can use a gun that hardly does any damage, and then you just end up getting killed.
Yeah, I like to have the nice guns.
Yeah.
like pew pew
pew. Yeah, but Shadow Warrior sort of like that. So you will get like, as you progress through the game, obviously the enemies get harder. But, like, you're basically just an overpowered ninja. And you can jump from, like, massive cliffs and just chop shit out of them. It's just fun. if you know what I mean. It's not like can't take it seriously. It's just complete fun, and obviously you get the bigger weapons and stuff, and you have to still avoid certain character bosses and things like that. But most of the mobs are just cannon fodder. They're just there for you to chop shit out of.
Yeah.
And it makes it fun. It makes it real fun.
Yeah, no, I bet. I like that. So I never played Dark Souls, so I can't say if I
No,
would like
not
it or not. It
not Dark
doesn't.
Souls though. Dark
I
Souls
know you weren't
just
talking about Dark
slow.
Souls, but you were saying how you didn't like it
Yeah.
before. So I was gonna say I haven't played it, so I can't say. Like I like the kinds of games. Like I've like really enjoyed the fighting in Cyberpunk. I'm sorry, I just did. I just found it fun.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's okay.
Yeah, I just found it fun. And
but it's
then,
not as fast as I like it because it's an RPG.
You like it even
so
faster? Yeah.
Like, I just want to jump in and beat shit out of things.
So, but I've never played Dark Souls, so I can't say, oh, I liked, I can't say if I have or haven't liked that combat. Because Dark Souls, it just doesn't appeal to me.
Right, exactly.
So that's why I've never even, I'm sorry, I didn't even try it. Because then I'd have to buy it or whatever.
No, I have tried.
Spend my money on other games.
Well, my mate was playing it a lot when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at it, I was like, oh, the combat looks really slow. And like, you have to time your attacks and you have to fuck about. I'm too old for that shit. Right? And then you go into a boss and you don't know what the boss is going to do until it does its moves, right? And it like telegraphs what it's going to do. But like one hit can get you killed, so you have to avoid the hit. And everything's slow and methodical and you have to think ahead and like...
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get the point. I get why people like it and say, oh, it's hardcore and all this piss. It's like, well, it's not really, because all you've done is memorize all the attacks of the boss, memorize 20 to avoid them, and then hit back. It's like, that's all you've done. And I don't have time for that shit. I just want to run in and chop bits off the boss. You can't be bored doing it 4 or 5 times to learn all its moves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like Hollow Knight is kind of like that too. I haven't played Hollow Knight, but the game looks really cute. But my boyfriend and daughter love the game.
Yeah.
And it seems sometimes you gotta like time your moves on it. But it's like it's like a platformer like game too, which I think I remember you said you didn't like.
I don't like that. Hollow Knight's actually quite fun for about 20 minutes or something, and then I get annoyed because I don't like platformers. But I like the way the game is. Like, I can see people liking it. It's
both my boyfriend and my daughter like absolutely love it. And I think like my daughter's like really like she completed it, and then there's a bunch of extra stuff to do, and she was like, she's like gotten like I think 98 or 99% of the game or something like crazy like that. So she freaking loved it.
Yeah.
And then so but anyways, back to like Pokemon Snap or something. I was back to Pokemon Snap. So the only thing, like I said, that I see as a negative against this game is I just want to visit more areas. Like they have an underwater area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one underwater area.
Right.
And the underwater is like my favorite. Like I loved it. I was like, everything's gorgeous. I love it. And there's only one area, but like imagine if we had 2 underwater areas.
Or like maybe
or something.
Well, maybe one could be like freshwater, like in a lake or a river, and the other one could be in the sea.
Yeah, that would be really cool too. I just really enjoyed being underwater, and I kind of like, and I just feel like because like now my goal is, because I beat the main part of the game. Now my goal is to take better pictures. Like there's like the illuminated Pokemon, all right, and so they're like the boss that you have to take pictures of. And so I want to at least try to get gold stars pictures of them. Because like some of them I have like a terrible, terrible picture of one of them. Like it's so bad. I was like, I guess I'm going with this because like
it's the only one
I just wanted to. Yeah, it's the only one I'm getting right now, and I don't want to play it again because it was actually like That one was like, I would say, the most difficult boss. It was like this Steelix that you have to try to take a picture of. And I was like, this one is the most difficult, like, to try to get a picture of, like, his head or so. I need to take a picture of his head or something. But, like, I just got his body.
Right.
All right. So anyways, so that one was the hardest. At least for me it was. But the other ones were relatively not that difficult, and they kind of give you hints on what to do, hey, why don't you try this? So I don't know if you could turn that off or not for people that don't want hits. I have no idea.
You probably can.
But
Well, I don't
that
know,
probably
actually.
made it easier because I was just like, yeah, why don't I do that?
Yeah.
And then, but like I said, it's just supposed to be like a relaxing game anyway, so it's not like I want to sit there and be super stressed. But
Pokemon's
I'm
always
gonna try to
been
get
that type of game, hasn't it? It's kind of.
Well, the more challenging Pokemon games would be the main series.
No, but I mean, like, it's
but none of them are supposed to be like
really hard.
hard.
That's what I mean. They're
Yeah.
not like what they call the Dark Soul hardcore people. Yeah.
No, not even close.
Yeah,
like not even
exactly.
close.
No,
So
they're not.
so anyway, so I'm gonna
RPGs.
Sorry.
So they're RPGs.
So
it's just like you click this and do that heal, do that attack, do this attack, do that attack.
So my goal's just going to be to take better pictures of all the Illumination Pokemon that like I don't have already.
Illuminati Pokemon.
And the Illuminati Pokemon. And then, well, it's like a secret Pokemon and they glow. Yeah. So, and then also I want to get to level 4 in all the stages, like, because 4 is the max. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the max. And it's actually like kind of difficult, I would say. Oh, you know what I mean when I say difficult. It's kind of difficult to level up all the way to 4. I've only done it on one of the levels so far. And it's because you got to try to like figure out this, the proper pictures, and you got to figure out like, the secret. There's like secret stuff. Right. There's like secret stuff sometimes to get different Pokemon to appear.
Right.
And so it's like, or get them to do different that you might not think about for a while. So you got to try everything, and it kind of like most of the time I'm just accidentally stumbling into a good picture or something. Right. I'm like, that was great. I didn't even mean to take that.
Maybe certain foods make them do other things.
There's only one food. There's only one food. So you got like the one food apple, and then you have an illumination orb. And some of the Pokemon that you hit with Illumination Orb might do stuff. And then you also have, like, you can play music. Mm-hmm. And some of the Pokemon sit there and dance to the music. Mm-hmm. So then you can take pictures of them dancing and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So that's all I have to say about that. I give it a solid, like, maybe 8 out of 10. For just if you want a game that relaxes. That's not that challenging. That's relaxing.
And you've not
8 out of 10.
And you've not got any bias against like it being a Pokemon game, so automatically like it maybe gets a 6 anyway, just because it's Pokemon. It doesn't matter how bad the game is.
No, like I said, the only negatives I could find is I wish there was more. Okay.
Yeah.
So that like took it down. And the grass was kind of weird in some places. I was like, they did not do a good job on this grass. So
an 8 though. I don't know.
Maybe a 7.5. Maybe a 7.5.
I just got a feeling that 8 feels a bit high because there's games that I love.
7 feels but 7 felt too low to me. 7 felt too low. I was like, that's not fair. Maybe a 7.5 then, because 7 just felt too low to me.
Like,
and so I might do a 7.5.
I hardly ever play replay games, but there's a couple that I definitely would, and they would be in the 8 category. The 8.
This would not have much. I feel like this would not have much of a replay value once you hit every level at 4.
No, it doesn't have to have. Okay.
Unless they release new places to go.
No, what I mean by that is, it was such a good game
Mhm.
that would want to experience it again?
Mm. Um, I don't know because like once I think I would be bored after I've gotten all the pictures of all the Pokemon and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
secrets
yeah.
uncovered.
Well, it's the same. I think I restarted Final Fantasy like 4 or 5 different times. Final Fantasy 7, like,
Yeah.
and I had uh, completed it, but I lost the save, so I played through it again, and then I lost that save and I played through it again. Like, I've played through that game so many times, um, and yeah, that would be a 90. That would be like a 9. I wouldn't give it a 10 because it has its fucking flaws, right? But I'd definitely be giving it a 9. Final Fantasy 8, done the same with that one, but I didn't like it as much, so would probably give 8 an 8. And I have played through that twice. The rest of them I haven't. So 9 and 10, didn't play them again. Just played through them. That was it. But the other ones, the 7 and 8, I did play through them at least twice. And I think they're my favourite. They're some of my favourite games. I've got others, but usually they're first-person shooters or something that don't really have a story. So it's kind of like the multiplayer aspect I would be playing them for, or like just jumping in, and killing shit, and then jumping back out again because they're easy just to boot up for 20 minutes to shoot stuff. So I guess they don't really count for like replayability because they don't have any, because you're just shooting stuff. Anyway, and then MMOs, they're in a different league because it depends who you're playing with.
Mhm.
So like I maybe got like 600 hours on some, but that's only because like that's how they work. You might play with people and you go through the dungeons and stuff and do it that way. So it's not really like a single player type experience, is it? At that point, the content is what you make instead of like the game actually being a thing. Kind of like films as well. Like you'll have your favorite films
Mhm.
and you probably watch them 3 or 4 times, but there's other films that you've only watched once.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
No,
kind of
I'd
how
say
I see
yeah.
it.
I would say that. Yeah. I don't. I sometimes replay games, like especially if they have like something different I could do. Like Cyberpunk, I'll probably go back. It might be a year or something, but I'll probably
Yeah,
go back and play as a different character or something.
yeah.
Um.
But again, that's an MMO. That's like a
Yeah.
RPG, so you can make certain
Yeah.
choices
So
which will change the game.
yeah, those are the kind of games that I tend to replay.
Same.
Like, I know when I played like the Fable games,
Yeah,
would replay those.
yeah.
To
Actually,
do something to either be like good or bad or
yeah.
something.
I had 2 save points for Fable 2, I think it was. The one where you could become a king or you could
Yeah.
become like a total tyrant evil guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if that was 2 or 3. There's 3 out there.
I think it's all of them. I think they all end up that, but in different ways.
Yeah. Well, either you could be like kind of tyrannical or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, Black and White was another one that I played through twice.
I've
And
never heard of
Black and
that
White
game.
too. Okay, so that's the same guys. It's by the same guys that made Fable,
Mhm.
and it's the same idea. Like so, but it's a god game. So
Oh.
you can control your guys. You don't directly control them, but you can you can pick them up, and like it's your tribe. And the more your tribe worships you, the more power you have. So that gives you like your power to do spells. So you get like growth spells or rain or heals or fireballs, right? So if they So you could be a malevolent demon asshole, right? And you can throw like fireballs at them if they stop worshipping you, so they worship you out of fear. Because right? But if you're good to them, they'll worship you because you've helped them. So maybe there's a fire and you use the rain to put out the fire, and you heal their injured with a heal spell, and then they automatically worship you because you've saved them. Right? And you also get these quests that pop up that you have to do puzzles and stuff to help them out. Like maybe the child went missing and they pray to you and it comes up, oh, can you find my child, blah blah blah, and you've got a wee devil and an angel that pops up on the quest, and the angel says the good way to do it, or the wee devil pops up and he tells you the evil way to do it. Aye, who cares? Just kill them anyway. Look, you found just kids. I know what we should do. Just fireball them in the face. And then the other one goes, no, heal him. Pick up the rock that he's tripped on and move it out off his leg or whatever, and then heal him. Right, so you get these choices. I don't know how you've not played it. Well, I do.
I've never even heard of that, but it sounds like something I would love. You gotta
PC,
link me to that.
It's a PC.
Link me.
It's an old PC game. It's black and white and black and white 2. Black and white 2 is probably better because they added like your tribes could be warriors, and they added like so that you could go to fight. You could get your warriors and you could get them to fight the other tribe, because the whole point is you're against the other god on the island, right? So you got an island, you've got your own little tribe, and the other god, the AI god's got his own little tribe, and basically your job is to fight them and be the best god, or be the only god on the island. Not necessarily the best, because you could be an evil shit. You also get a creature, like a pet, right? Now, depending on what you do in front of your pet, it can learn your spells. So you can teach them how to be good and look after your people and heal them and give them food, and you like train your pet to do that. And if it does that, it can be a good pet. Or you can train it to beat the shit out of your guys and be an asshole and kick down their houses and stuff. And he turns into an evil pet. So if he's a really good pet, he will be like white with a glow around him. If he's evil, he'll have like a black glow around him, and he'll be all red and demon-like. And you get to pick from tiger. I think there's a tiger. There's I always went to the tiger because it's a cat. But there's other ones. There's 3 or 4 pets you can choose from. But yeah, you can teach them. You can teach the pet. If he's bad, if he does something bad, you can slap them. And that means that he's done something bad. If he's being good, you can pet him. Because you're basically a hand. You've got a hand that just interacts with the whole place. That's basically all you've got. There's not much graphic interface, because you use the spells, you draw to use the spells. So it's like a gesture thing you have to do with the mouse. You draw a W and it would give you water. So that would activate your water spell. I think the heart, if you draw a heart, it activates the healing spell or something. It's so long since I've played it. But yeah, it's like that. I'll show you, I'll give you a link to it. I don't know if it's on Steam or not. It's so old.
I don't know. Find it, give me a link. I might play it. I don't mind playing older games if it's really fun.
It should be really
I always
cheap.
like games. I always like games where I can decide to be good or
Yeah. Yeah, no, but this one does it automatically. You could just be, because you have to batter the other god, right? There's a good way to do it, so it takes fucking ages. But if you want to be good, what you do is you keep an eye on his people, and you watch to see what they need, and you just drop off what they need, right? And that takes influence away from him. But it's very fucking slow. On the other hand, you've got lightning and fireballs. Just throw them at them. Right?
Yeah.
So you could be really good to your people, but be a complete arsehole to the other guy's people. And then, but that makes you more evil. Right? So even if you're good to your people, it still counts that you're an asshole to the other people. So it still
That's
counts
funny.
to your evil points. So you get good and evil points, and it depends what you do, and then it changes your alignment.
Could you like be neutral? Could you try to be a neutral?
Yes, that's mostly actually what I used to have. What I mostly did, because it's really hard not to be neutral. Because you have to like really go. You can go really evil. That's easy because you just blow up everything. But it's really hard to not kill the other guy's tribe. Like, because it's a lot easier just to use a fireball than to influence them over hours.
Yeah.
So yeah. I would. So if I was looking at, I'd probably go with Black and White 2 because they added a lot more to it and it was better.
Yeah. That sounds like a fun game. They should make a game like that like similar idea to that that's like newer.
Yeah, there
better
is.
graphics.
There sort of is, but they're all like indie games, so they've not got the money to pull it off. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, these games were
those games are always fun to me.
Like God games.
Well, no, just games where I'm like I'm evil or I'm good. Like Fable. I had a lot of fun with that game.
Right. Well,
and it was Fable. It was harder to be good as well,
yes,
and it was easier to be bad. So
exactly.
most of the time, I would play the good one first.
Yeah.
To do more difficult, and then with the Fable, I played the more evil guy second.
No, Black and White's the exact same. It's just a God game. So you look after your little tribe and you tell them to build houses and they kind of... You're sort of hands off, but not really.
Yeah, no, I would still like to have little people worshipping me. That's cool.
Worship me or die. You just throw a fireball into them. It works. Or you can go, oh, you're on fire, here, have like a rain cloud, and you put the fire out, and then you can heal them, and then they're like, oh, thank you for healing me, and they go worship you. It's not out of fear, but out of like, thanks for helping me. But the whole game's just, that's basically the game. That's what it's about. And the creature is so good. Like, you just pet the creature, oh, good boy, or oh, you little shit, you just broke their house. Why did you just go up to that guy and throw him into his house and break all his house and shit? So if you would catch your creature doing that, you could slap them. Or if you want him to be an evil shit, you could pet him for it, and he would take on that response. So you could be busy somewhere else and you won't see him doing whatever the fuck he's doing over there. And you could just not interact with him at all. And he could turn out to be an evil or a good. But when you interact with them, you actually punish them for doing bad stuff. For whatever you want them to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you make spells in front of him, he learns the spells. So you have to keep doing spells in front of him to make him learn.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But it's really old now. I don't even know if it would work on Windows 10.
Oh, yeah, true. We'll see. But, I don't know, sounds like a fun game. And if I have time.
Yeah, well, I'll let you go get food, because I didn't... Do you need to get food?
I'm actually kind of hungry. I just, I didn't realize that it was pretty late.
Yeah. So I'll let you do that. You'll be back in, 20 minutes or something? I don't know.
Yeah, something around there. So.
Right. And I will say bye-bye YouTube.
Yes.
So,
Bye bye YouTube.
bye YouTube. Area